housing investment scheme. One of the basic human needs is to have a house to live in. A house is an abode of peace and happiness. Housing has now become an acute problem in the country, especially in the towns, cities and metropolis. With her limited income, it has become almost impossible on the part of the lower middle class and sometimes even for upper middle class to solve their housing problem. To meet this basic human need, Islami Bank Bangladesh Limited is committed to contribute to this and to provide a peaceful and happy living. The bank has introduced housing investment scheme with the objective to ease and minimize the housing problem and assist service holders and professionals with limited income in materializing their dream of becoming owner of houses. Objectives: to extend the benefits of the investment of the bank under the scheme to different sections of the people. To assist in solving the existing housing problem of the country. To assist the service holders and professionals with fixed income to arrange for houses of their own. To extend the investment facilities of the bank to every nook and corner of the country, by size of investment, by sector of investment and on the basis of geographical area. To make investment facilities easily available under Islamic Sharia to those people who do not want to avail investment facilities from interest-based financial institutions. Eligibility. Initially, the following categories of people shall be eligible to apply for availing investment facilities under this scheme. 1. Officials of the Defense Forces. 2. Permanent officials of government, semi-government and autonomous organizations. 3. Teachers of the established universities, university colleges, and medical colleges. 4. Graduate engineers, doctors and established professionals. 5. Bangladeshi officials of reputed multinational companies, international financial organizations, donor agencies, foreign embassies etc., officials of local established reputed public limited companies. 6. Wage earner professionals like doctors, engineers, accountants, teachers and any other profession doing good job abroad with handsome pay package. The client must have exclusive and undisputed possession and ownership title over the land on which the proposed house will be constructed. The leased property must be on lease for 99 years and must be legally acceptable for mortgage to the bank. If the investment client is a service holder, then he must have at least 5 years unexpired service prior to retirement. Bank will select the client on the basis of the following criteria: percentage of bank's investment is less than the client's investment, amount of bank's investment is comparatively smaller in size, quality of construction and value of the property, constructed house, apartment is in good location and the price is reasonable, return from the property, rented income, and other known sources of income of the applicant. Investment servicing capacity of the client is quite satisfactory. Target area. At the initial stage, the scheme is being implemented in Dhaka Metropolitan Area, Chittagong Metropolitan Area, Rajshahi Metropolitan Area, Khulna Metropolitan Area, Sylhet Metropolitan Area. Later on, the scheme will be implemented in other district headquarters and business areas and phases. Scope of investment. Investment is to be extended to build new houses on the client's own land, to purchase built houses/apartments, flats and for extension/completion of the house constructed, under construction. The building to be constructed on the land must be as per approved plan of the competent authority of that area, viz. RZUK, CD8, RD8, KDA etc. The amount of investment will be limited to the following. A. In case of construction on land owned by the client, maximum 60% of the total cost of the construction of the building. Maximum ceiling of the bank's investment will be Tk. 30.00 lakh. B. In case of purchase of apartment/flat/ready-made house, maximum 50% of the value including purchase-related costs. Maximum ceiling of the bank's investment will be Tk. 20.00 lakh. If any client intends to provide the following securities to the bank duly discharged/completing necessary formalities by him, bank may allow further or additional investment in excess of the aforesaid ceiling to the extent of 100% of the value of the securities, TDR and Madraba Savings Bond of Islami Bank Bangladesh Limited, TDR, fixed deposit of any scheduled bank, wage earners bond, ICB unit certificates, national, defense savings bonds/Sanche Patra etc., bank guarantee from any scheduled bank. Mode of investment. Hire purchase under Shirkat al-Malk, HPSM. Period of investment. The maximum period of investment shall be generally 15 years. However, the period of investment shall be determined on the basis of the proposal of the client, the amount of investment, for which the client has applied, and the ability of the project or client to repay the dues. Reasonable gestation period for construction be allowed considering the size of construction and bank's investment. Bank's rent. The bank, in accordance with its normal practice, shall decide rent on the investment. The clients, who will repay the entire dues in time or before the stipulated time by way of payment of all due installments regularly, they will be allowed rebate on the rent. Disbursement procedure of investment. Bank will pay the sanctioned money through pay order directly or through investment client to the supplier of construction materials, owner of the apartment, owner of the built house. However, the following points shall be taken into consideration in disbursing the investment. In case of purchase of apartment/flat/built house, the client shall have to deposit the equity money in the branch or produce documentary evidence in support of his investment up to the satisfaction of the concerned branch. In case of construction of house on the client's own land or for extension of the existing house, the valuation of the bank as regards client's investment shall be considered final. The client shall have to submit to the bank the construction plan approved by the competent authority and also the required permission to mortgage the property, where necessary. The client must execute all necessary documents including mortgage deed and complete all necessary documentation formalities to avail the investment. Related documents of mortgage, agreement of sale and other documents must be vetted by the penal lawyer of the bank. Recovery of bank's investment. The client shall have to pay the bank's dues by monthly installment immediately after the expiry of the period of construction. To ensure payment as per stipulation of sanction, the client shall have to deposit post-dated checks to the bank for the amount of each monthly installments covering the entire period of investment. The bank shall realize the amount of monthly installment by depositing the check of a particular month on the first week of every month. The client shall have to execute irrevocable power of attorney in favor of the bank authorizing the bank to collect monthly rent from the tenants in case of failure of the client to pay the monthly installment. Security. Personal guarantee of the clients, her spouse, adult sons and daughters shall have to be obtained. Mortgage of land and building to be constructed thereon, apartment/flat/house in favor of the bank till the full payment of dues to the bank. An undertaking from the client as well as from the dependents, nominees, to the effect that the retirement benefits including Provident Fund will be appropriated towards adjustment of the house building investment liability of the client prior to any other appropriation, if the liability relating thereto or any part of it remains unadjusted at the time of getting the retirement benefits. Procedure for application. Interested persons shall have to apply in prescribed form of the bank through the branch of the concerned area. The bank shall sanction investment if the proposal is found acceptable after examination of its viability and profitability. The bank reserves the right to sanction or reject any investment proposal,